Have you ever wondered why some people remain calm while everything around them is falling apart? The same storm that breaks one person somehow makes another even stronger. The difference is rarely talent. It isn't luck, and it certainly isn't an easier life. The difference lies in something invisible: mental strength. Most people spend years trying to change the world around them, yet they never learn to master the world within. They fear rejection, collapse under criticism, panic when life becomes uncertain, and lose themselves chasing things they were never meant to control. But centuries ago, the Stoics discovered a different way to live, a way to remain steady when others panic, to think clearly when others react emotionally, to stand firm when life seems determined to knock you down. Hello everyone, welcome to the Stoic Hypnosis channel. In this video, you'll discover 10 timeless Stoic lessons that can strengthen your mind, sharpen your character, and help you build the kind of inner resilience that no failure, no betrayal, and no hardship can ever take away. Because once your mind becomes unshakable, life loses its power to break you. Now, let's get started. Lesson 1. Accept what you cannot control. The first lesson is also the hardest. Most people exhaust themselves fighting battles they were never meant to win. They try to control other people's opinions, predict the future, rewrite the past, or force life to follow their plans. But reality has never obeyed anyone. The Stoics believed that peace begins the moment you separate what belongs to you from what never did. Your thoughts, your actions, your character. These are yours. Everything else is borrowed from the world. The stronger your attachment to what you cannot control, the weaker your mind becomes. But when you learn to release that burden, something extraordinary happens. You stop resisting life and begin working with it. Mental strength does not come from controlling the world. It comes from mastering yourself while the world continues to change. Lesson 2. Stop taking everything personally. One of the greatest sources of emotional pain is believing that everything is about you. Someone ignores your message. Someone criticizes your work. Someone walks away. Immediately, the mind creates a story. I'm not enough. They don't respect me. I must have done something wrong. But the truth is, most people are fighting battles you know nothing about. Their behavior often reflects their own fears, frustrations, and insecurities, not your worth. The Stoics understood that another person's actions belong to their character. Your reaction belongs to yours. The day you stop measuring your value through someone else's behavior is the day you become emotionally free, not because people suddenly become kinder, but because they no longer control your peace. Lesson 3. Discipline is stronger than motivation. Motivation is powerful, but it is also temporary. It comes and goes like the weather. Some mornings you feel inspired. Other mornings you feel nothing at all. If your life depends on motivation, your progress will always be unpredictable. The Stoics trusted something far more reliable: discipline. Discipline gets out of bed when motivation is asleep. It keeps moving when emotions say, stop. It quietly builds strength while others wait for the perfect mood to begin. Every small promise you keep to yourself strengthens your confidence. Every excuse you overcome strengthens your character. Mental resilience is not built during easy days. It is built on the mornings when you do what is necessary, even when no one is watching. That is how an ordinary person slowly becomes unshakable. Before we move on, take a quiet moment and ask yourself, Which of these lessons do you need the most right now? Is it letting go of what you can't control, taking things less personally, or building the discipline to stay strong when motivation disappears? If this video is speaking to you, subscribe to the channel and become part of a community dedicated to mastering the mind through timeless Stoic wisdom. Because the next lessons may be the ones that change not just the way you think, but the way you live. Some of the most powerful principles are still ahead, and one of them has the potential to completely transform the way you face adversity. Lesson 4. Your greatest strength is emotional control. Anyone can remain calm when life is easy. The real measure of your character appears when everything begins to fall apart, when someone insults you, when your plans suddenly collapse, when life refuses to reward your effort. In those moments, most people surrender their emotions to the situation. They become angry, impatient, or discouraged. The Stoics chose a different path. They believed that emotions should be acknowledged, but never allowed to become your master. Every emotional reaction is a crossroads. One path leads to regret. The other sadly leads to wisdom. The difference is often nothing more than a single pause. One deep breath. One moment of awareness before responding. That brief moment is where mental strength is born, because every time you choose composure over impulse, you remind yourself that your emotions are visitors, not rulers. The strongest person is not the one who never feels anger or fear. It is the one who refuses to let those emotions decide who they become. Lesson 5. Hardship is training, not punishment. Most people ask the wrong question when life becomes difficult. Why is this happening to me? The Stoics asked something far more powerful. What is this teaching me? That single change in perspective transforms suffering into growth. Every setback carries a lesson. Every disappointment reveals a weakness that can become a strength. Every challenge is an opportunity to practice courage, patience, or resilience. Think of a sword. It becomes stronger only after enduring intense heat and repeated strikes. The human mind is no different. Comfort rarely builds character. Adversity does. The pain you experience today may become the wisdom that protects you tomorrow. Instead of fearing difficult seasons, begin to see them as part of your education, because one day you will look back and realize the moments that almost broke you were the very moments that quietly built the strongest version of yourself. Lesson 6. Protect your mind like your greatest treasure. People carefully protect their money. They lock their homes. They insure their possessions. Yet every day, many leave the doors of their minds completely unguarded. They allow endless negativity, constant comparison, breaking news, meaningless arguments, and toxic opinions to enter without question. Then they wonder why they feel anxious, exhausted, and emotionally unstable. The Stoics understood a timeless principle. Whatever repeatedly enters your mind eventually shapes your character. Your thoughts become habits. Your habits become actions. And your actions become your life. So be selective. Choose conversations that inspire growth. Read books that strengthen your thinking. Spend time with people who challenge you to become wiser, not louder. The quality of your life will always reflect the quality of what you allow into your mind. Guard it carefully, because nothing you own is more valuable than the mind through which you experience the world. Lesson 7. Stop chasing approval. One of the fastest ways to lose yourself is to spend your life trying to be accepted by everyone. The moment your happiness depends on another person's approval, you hand them control over your emotions. The Stoics understood that no matter how kind, honest, or capable you become, someone will misunderstand you. Someone will criticize you. Someone will never appreciate your efforts. Accepting this is not pessimism. It is freedom. Because once you stop living for applause, you begin living according to your principles. The opinions of others may be loud, but they should never become the voice that guides your life. Build a character that earns your own respect first. When you can look in the mirror with peace, the approval of the crowd becomes nothing more than background noise. Lesson 8. Learn the power of silence. Not every situation requires your opinion. Not every criticism deserves your reply, and not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected. The strongest people often speak the least, not because they have nothing to say, but because they know the value of restraint. Silence creates space. It gives emotions time to settle. It prevents words spoken in anger from becoming lifelong regrets. The Stoics believe that wisdom begins with listening more than speaking. Observe before reacting. Think before responding. Pause before judging. Sometimes silence protects relationships. Sometimes it protects your reputation. But most importantly, it protects your peace. Because every unnecessary argument avoided is another piece of your energy saved for the things that truly matter. Lesson 9. Live one day at a time. The mind has a habit of traveling where the body cannot. It returns to yesterday with regret. It rushes toward tomorrow with fear. Meanwhile, today quietly slips away unnoticed. The Stoics constantly reminded themselves that life exists only in the present moment. You cannot repair yesterday. You cannot live tomorrow. You only have today. The conversation you are having, the decision you are making, the breath you are taking. When you focus completely on today's responsibilities instead of tomorrow's uncertainties, your mind naturally becomes calmer. Small actions repeated every day create extraordinary lives. Stop trying to carry the weight of your entire future. Carry only what today asks of you. That is enough. And more often than not, it is exactly where peace begins. Lesson 10. Master yourself before you try to master life. After all these years, I have come to believe that the strongest people are not the richest. They are not the most talented, nor are they the ones who never struggle. The strongest people are those who have learned to govern themselves. They remain humble when they succeed, steady when they fail, calm when others panic, patient when life refuses to move at their pace. You stop asking life to become easier. Instead, you become stronger. You stop demanding certainty. Instead, you build courage. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. Instead, you act with purpose today. Because true mental strength is not the absence of fear. It is the quiet decision to move forward despite it. And once you master your own mind, no obstacle can completely defeat you. No hardship can permanently break you. And no storm will ever be powerful enough to extinguish the strength that now lives within you. Conclusion. Mental strength is not something you are born with. It is something you build through every difficult decision, every setback you refuse to surrender to, and every moment you choose wisdom over emotion. Life will continue to test you. People will disappoint you. The lesson to remember. If there is one truth to remember after this journey, let it be this. A strong life begins with a strong mind. You don't become mentally resilient overnight. You become resilient every time you choose patience instead of panic. Every time you choose discipline instead of excuses. Every time you choose gratitude instead of complaint. Every time you choose courage instead of fear. These small decisions may seem insignificant today, but repeated consistently, they quietly shape an unbreakable character. Starting today, don't try to change your entire life at once. Simply ask yourself one question every morning. What would the strongest version of myself do today? Then take one small step in that direction. Do it again tomorrow and again the day after. Because true transformation is never built in one dramatic moment. It is built through thousands of quiet decisions that no one else will ever see. If this video inspired you to become stronger, calmer, and more resilient, subscribe to the channel and join us as we continue exploring timeless Stoic wisdom for modern life. Every new video is created to help you build greater emotional strength, deeper self-discipline, and lasting inner peace, one lesson at a time. Thank you for taking the time to watch until the end of the video. See you in the next videos.